The vapor cloud is straight up north towards Market Street.
DENREC just emailed me. I have my computer. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm monitoring my emails here. DENREC says they're determining how this chemical, combination could affect people. They're not sure. We have been told by multiple agencies involved this is out of an abundance of caution. A chemical supplier accidentally mixed peracetic acid into a caustic chemical tank. That created a smoke plume that has since dissipated.
Maddie, here on the ground at the scene, it's still a very active scene. We're seeing Georgetown Fire Department going in and out towards the Perdue plant to my left. And we've seen Sussex County, the Emergency Operations Center is this white truck behind me. We've seen people coming in and out of there as the scene is very much developing.
Now, the shelter in place has since been lifted, and now we are learning more about what first responders faced when they got on the scene there.
And right now, the air feels like a normal, crisp Georgetown night in January. And behind me, the scene right now is quiet, but it was the exact opposite earlier. And we spoke with firefighters who were first on the scene and described treating workers on scene.
Workers that were in the immediate area were exposed to the chemicals and were treated at the scene and not transported to the hospital. They experienced eye irritation and some coughing.
The shelter-in-place alert that was broadcast all over the state, that was an error. DEMA says it accidentally sent the alert across the entire state when really it was only for people within a half-mile radius of the Perdue facility.
You're basically talking about the movement of a fog, and so that's why we began to kind of gauge what was happening with the surface winds. Well, we had that continuing to project itself coming from the northwest, sliding towards the southeast. So these are the residents that were to the southeast of this particular plant. That's where we had the shelter in place that was most vital.
Hours ago, this area was filled with emergency vehicles, and CoastTV was on the scene when this was all happening, but the closest we were able to get to this plant was about a quarter of a mile away. But as you can see right now, I am able to get pretty close, and this area is quiet this morning. I do want to point out right behind me, there is some smoke that we believe is just normal factory activity and not that chemical cloud we were just describing.
He did not. He advised a truck was there making a delivery, made it to the wrong tank, and then was caught, and the tank started gassing. Advising it can spread from anywhere to 350 feet in a general area.
30 p.m., we were about to leave. They told us no one could leave and no one could enter.
The vapor cloud is straight up north towards Market Street.
Now, Georgetown Mayor Bill West says there may be a lingering smell throughout the town for the next few days. Live in Georgetown, I'm Christina DeRobertis, CoastTV News.
Christina, thank you. We also spoke with Mayor West about the situation as a whole. When asked if there's a plan in place for people in the area to evacuate if necessary, Mayor West said no, but now he wants to change that.
I'm going to move forward from here after and make sure that we have a plan in place, to take care of this and get people out of there if we have to get people out of there. They were even keeping the people that work in the plant inside the plant.
Around the time of that spill, we had a general northwest wind at about 15 to 25 miles an hour, and you could see in Georgetown 21 miles an hour, so that cloud likely would have shifted to the southeast to places like Millsboro, Stockley, Dagsboro, may have smelled those fumes.